What is going on?
Okay, that kind of helped.
Uh-oh.
What?
Wait, what?
Did we kill him? Yeah! We did it! Pokemon Legends Z to A. So what'd you get? You finished the whole thing?
Yeah.
And
yeah. I'm almost done with the Pokédex.
almost done with the
yeah.
Pokédex. The whole Pokédex?
Yeah, it's not a very...
Wait a second, I didn't know you were that far. How many is that? You almost done the whole Pokédex in the game? That's crazy. That is crazy. Is that 200?
Yeah.
You have 200 Pokemon back there? See that? I see that. I hear stuff like that, and then it's like, maybe I won't. Please, no! Everything that is good just went bad. All the joy in the world just seeped out, and now I am so sad, so very. Oh my gosh.
Oh. What just happened?
Yo, Kirby just flying all the way up there. Oh my gosh. Nice move, Kirby.
Like the mic test, so it's just a weird decision to just make it so that whatever you say always appears.
Yeah, that's a weird, and for why that match, I don't know. But we got these from Mercari. I'm gonna actually tell you exactly who we got it from, because this person actually has a pretty cool store. And I want to make sure whenever we get stuff and it actually works and the people are nice and kind and helpful, we like to tell you where we got it from. Oh, what? Where was that? Where? Yeah, no, that does not make any sense. Where were you? I don't. Oh, damn! Oh, damn!
I didn't think you were.
Oh, now I'm on an island with the hula hula lady.
I didn't think you were gonna actually crush me.
Hold up. Yo!
Oh.
What the hell? What the hell? I can't see you. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh no, not dead. Get this dog off the goddamn screen!
I'm dead.
Oh my goodness gracious. What the hell was that?
That was an assist trophy.
For who? Oh wait, that's actually pretty good. Hold on. Let me fix this a little more. That was actually. Sick. Absolutely sick. Absolutely insanely sick. Carmen and Johnny. Catherine? Who made Catherine like that? Who did that? Who
Probably
did that?
me. Although I think I used like the camera I think I used the like camera feature to automatically do it.
Oh shit! Oh wait a second! Wait a second! That's Catherine? Where's her hair? Oh my god! That's right. That was the camera feature.
Yeah.
You put the photo in, and it automatically makes the person. Oh wait, Nico, Adi. Wait, mommy, did you use the camera one for mommy?
I think so.
That does look like mommy. But no, what happened to Catherine's me?
Off that.
Yeah, let's put this here like this.
So this game has an amiibo system similar to Smash Bros, where there's special amiibos you can use to like make figure players who you can train up and they'll get better. But we don't have any of those because those are mad expensive.
Mad expensive.
Like the mic test, so it's just a weird decision to just make it so that whatever you say always appears.
Yeah, that's a weird, and for why that match, I don't know. But we got these from Mercari. I'm gonna actually tell you exactly who we got it from because this person actually has a pretty cool store. And I want to make sure whenever we get stuff and it actually works and the people are nice and kind and helpful, we like to tell you where we got it from. Pikachu, you're gonna get it. Oh, Pikachu, you fast. You fast, Pikachu. You fast. You fast. You fast. Oh my gosh.
Oh. What just happened?
Yo, Kirby just flying all the way up there. Oh my gosh. Nice move, Kirby. Wait, where'd he go? What? Oh, what the f— Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, oh my god. Yo.
Oh.
What the hell? What the hell? I can't see you. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not dead. Get this dog off the goddamn screen!
I'm dead.
Oh my goodness gracious. What the hell was that?
That was an assist trophy.
For who? There's the baby!
My name is Seth.
Wait, is that a man?
Well, so this is the villain of Street Fighter 4, I think. He was a man in the last game, but now she's a woman.
Okay. Oh my god. What? What? How did he break through the elevator like that? Nah. No way. No way. He just glitched through the elevator. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's not. That is bullshit. He just went through the elevator. Nah. Insane. So the way this controller is designed, right? And the way this game is played, you only really need this tiny little space in here. Like this from here to these right here, right? So my hand has to be like squished all in this section right here. Yeah, like a tiny little control. It's really just a tiny little controller area right here. But this whole big expansion hand thing.
Expansion.
It's a mess. Who did this?
Nintendo.
I want his name and his address. Or her name and her address. And I just stood there and let that burn me. Oh, I just stood there, let it burn me. Do you know how annoying that is? Very. Dead?
Whee! That's the penalties. Okay. RDL. Curl. Down. And up. RDL number 2. Curl number 2. Squat. Thrust number 2. Which is actually number 42? What number am I on?
Woo! Woo. Oh, I need a minute. I need an absolute minute. Holy shit. I need an absolute. Oh. Can we get a little bit of the whoop-de-whoop? Can we get a Oh my god. I am an entire
Wait, what? Wait.
fall over.
What's this?
Where?
I can throw spears from on top of you.
Wait, fall over. Oh my goodness, this is insanity. Crush. Crush. Hey guys.
Annoying.
Ah. Listen, mushroom. You belong to me. That was close. I'll take that. I will take that for that. That's a good trade-off. You could take my big man for my 5-up. That is a fair trade, my friends.
What is going on?
Okay, that kind of helped.
Uh-oh.
What?
Wait, what?
Did we kill him? Yeah! We did it! Go, go, go. Kill Garfield. Oh no! I am impressed at Michael's skills here. Oh no! No! Killed Steve Carell. Damn it! Whoa, Harley Quinn is Poison Ivy's just broken. Alright, let me see if I can switch to her again. And not do that.
App X.
Oh, I did it. I kinda did it. Alright, so if I hold... Alright, look. She just jumped over the whole screen.
Yeah, we broke this. We broke the game.
Look what she's doing. But she has the flowers.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. There's gotta be something. If I hold... Let's pause. Right?
I just got shot.
And then resume. It worked! Oh, no it didn't. Tap X. Oh, what? Where was that? Where? Yeah, no, that does not make any sense. Where were you? I don't...
3, 2, 1, go.
I can barely keep up when it's just me and you. What the hell just happened here? Oh my goodness.
I don't...
Yo, why is there such chaos right now?
Sonic. I don't know what to do.
I know what not to do. Fall off. Oh, my bad. Not that we're on the same team, but I wouldn't mind if we ended up beating all of these 9-level CPUs, even though I guess the amiibos aren't level 9.
Well, they actually go up to level 50.
What?
Yeah.
Why did it say level up? There's no way. Oh my God! Yo.
I don't know if they just moved closer.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
Where?
Oh!
Shut up! dude. I'm cooked.
I'm gonna stay
I'm
back
cooked
here.
if they're in the vents.
I'm gonna stay back here. Oh, right to the left. Oh my God! It scared the shit out of me.
It was in the right. There was one of them.
Oh no, he's a tank. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. High five. Keep going till we die.
No, that's it.
Wait, what do you mean? We beat it?
Nice work.
Whoa, that's impressive. So that's Snake's. I hope I get to be daddy. Please
I
let me
think you
talk to
can
the
change the
lady.
character.
Yeah, we unlocked
Adam.
Adam, baby. Got the Miss Me trophy.
We had to change the character though before the. We went.
Change it to. Oh, acid.
Should we
Oh, don't
stop?
step in that.
Should we stop and try a different game or?
Well, let's see how far audiences, and it's not. Boo. Boo. I forget I gotta click that every time it starts. I gotta go in there and change it.
Oh.
Oh, what just happened there?
I don't think this is. You notice how this machine is golden?
Yeah.
I don't think this is actually like a normal. I don't think this is a mechanic. There's something called My Machines, which is just customizable machines. I think this is just someone's random machine that I took.
Oh, like another player online?
Yeah.
Oh, we got. No. No. Oh my goodness. Finally. Ugh. Oh. Took me being sick. That's why I needed to be sick and at home and sit and comfortable on the comfortable couch and not the rolling chair. And there you go. Eggman. It's not over yet, but at least I got rid of that stage. That was driving me nuts. Now it's time for me. All he has to do is hit me off once, though, and I'm dead. All right, we win. Freddy Funko. What in the hell? Look at my profile picture. Oh, it's still going. That is chaos. Back in my favorite place, the penalty corner. I gotta bring these up. Go a little wider, a little tiny bit wider. That might help a tiny bit. Nah, not really. Curl, drop, thrust. Curl, drop, thrust. Oh, I gotta slow down that drop back down.
You missed.
Yeah! Oh my God! I actually won! Never before ever in my history of all things life, I have never won Smash Bros. Of any kind, in any way, shape, or form. Ever, 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 ever. Holy smokes, that's my name with the number 1 underneath it. That I was not expecting that at all ever in my life, let alone live on stream.
Maybe you should become a Pac-Man, man.
Oh my, I actually always wanted the Pac-Man amiibo just because I like Pac-Man, but what in the world just happened there? I'm like seriously in shock right now. Like, before we do all that, I want to do this because yesterday's stream was a mess. We finally received our prize from Marlene. Marlene XC. You're gonna see the pinned comment right now on Twitch. Be sure you follow Marlene and take a look at this. This will always be in the background when we play Spider-Man 2. We got our Miles Morales Funko. Thank you, Marlene. We appreciate it. Appreciate it. And it came with this cool little thank you card thing. It was nice. It was very nice. Yes. Yes. So thank you, Marlene. We really appreciate it. We'll keep it back here. I'm gonna put it in the shot. Let's put it back there so it stays in the shot.
I already screwed that up. I didn't even consider the cart moving. So we're gonna be doing a few things today. We're gonna be using KRITA is on the screen right now, but I have not figured out the best way. The drawing pad, which I do want to show, which drawing pad we use, which is the Artist Pro 13.3. And you know what? Let's rearrange everything. I didn't even consider. We're also using this for today. Try to adjust some things here with the multiple cameras that we have. Maybe we'll show part of the creative showcase. We'll show the absolute disastrous mess that we have with this. I mean, it's not a complete disaster. It's just there's a lot. So we're trying to figure out the best way to use cameras. So you see, there's the light. That light. That's this, so that you guys can see. Just one of these. Streamer lights from Amazon. It's a little square, and I might have to use. Let's see, the other thing we have is that we have different cameras, right? We have two, three. There's 5 cameras we use. I'm gonna switch to the MacBook camera. Just so that you can get an idea of what it is. So on Sundays we do the creative showcase. I was going to draw, but I think it makes more sense for me to show this setup because a lot of the questions we get is about the stream setup itself. We always keep our arrow move around. I think I'll show you guys a good shot of the stream deck and how that's set up so that you guys get an idea of how it is that we go from, I don't know, from this to then this, where it really doesn't lose the overall feel of what's happening, but it is slightly different because that's different from this. Like this is completely different. You see how that says Boy Dre? That's a whole different box. But I can adjust that to match something like this. So let's first talk about cameras. No, let's first talk about lighting. Now, right now, on the camera itself, you can see it's kind of off, and that's because the daylight behind me is causing all kind of daylight issues. Now, the good thing about part of this setup, which I'm going to show you guys in a second, is that this stream setup is mobile. I'm going to take my coffee off. It does not spill, but everything here is on wheels. So I could roll this around. I could actually lift this desk up. So if I raise the desk, I'm standing up with the desk. So now I'm standing up, and I can roll the desk around, which then immediately changes the lighting. The only issue with that, I mean, it's not the only issue. There's several issues with that, but the main issue with that is that we'll talk about mics in a second, is that my background changes, right? There's nothing back here. And I'm noticing that there's something strange going on with the camera, which means one of the filters is still on. I probably have the, and this is where it gets messy because there's so many. Maybe I should put that on the screen too. So many sources here that it kind of gets lost. Let's put this camera on. And let's hide KRITA for a second so you guys get an idea of two cameras. And right now there's something happening with this camera. So I think the green screen is on this camera to the left. So this camera right now has green screen on, which is why it's kind of like throwing off like this weird thing, because I can't find it in this massive amount of sources. I'm actually going to turn on the source so that you can see the sources, which, if that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. That would be not the emotes. We also have this, like, you know, watch with us. Those things kind of pop up. We have the party one, where it's just us partying. And I have to go through these to make sure that, here's the Safari one. We're going to change the Safari view into, let's capture OBS. It's going to be so weird. So that you guys can see. So right now what I'm moving is that on the bottom that I'm moving, this right here, this is the Twitch player. But I want to make this bigger so that we could see exactly what I'm talking about with the sources. I use Option and drag a lot. I want you guys to see the source panel. Get an idea of exactly what I'm talking about. So right now, what I'm going through is this source panel right here. Maybe I should move this over. So this source panel right here, and I'm looking for the Logi Cam. Now the Logi Cam is this one, right? This is Logi. This is the 1920 1080. It's just a basic camera. It's in full HD, 60 frames per second. It's pretty good, not great. You can't zoom in and out unless you get a camo or something like that where you can control the camera. It does a pretty decent job, but not like the 6500, which I'm going to show you in a second. So this is the Logi camera, and this is the one we use to like do the behind the scenes, or if we want to show, like I'm going to show you guys the stream deck. I can just pick it up and move it. But in the sources right now, I can't see, and I can't see because I don't have my glasses on. So let me get my glasses. So two things are happening there. Oh, did that just follow me all the way over there? Let me see if it does that again. All right, so I had no idea that this MacBook camera does that. That's the very first time I've ever walked that far away. Probably not true. I walked away that far during an outdoor stream, but I already had it set up, kind of, and I had no idea that it followed that detail. Now, that's a good thing to know, but now that just adds another layer to the way my mind is working. I also just realized that this is not fixed. So this heart is supposed to go here. Big shout out to Michael the Gamer X, who followed us and then got us to the 190 goal. But now we're up to the 210. So Sonic goes here and the heart goes here. So I'm going to show you guys first where that is. Let's go to the sources. We keep a browser. Let me close all these. So here's KRITA, right? KRITA's here. Sonic waits. So that was Sonic waiting around. After you hit the goal, he waits until it gets changed. So now we can change Sonic waits. So we're going to get rid of Sonic waits. We're going to go into the browser folder. It's here. It's the browser folder. And in the browser folder is all of our all of the items that we use from I'm drawing a blank because my brain is broken. I'm gonna drink some more coffee. That we use from Stream Elements. Not necessarily only Stream Elements. There's some Stream Labs stuff in there, but most of the stuff in there that right here. Let's get this arrow facing the right way. Most of the stuff in this here, and I'm gonna make this larger. This. Let's just focus on sources. Okay, so most of the stuff in this browser window, oh my god, I scrolled up. Right? Deaths, follow alert, restream chat. Most of it is from Stream Elements, but there's a few things that are not from Stream Elements. These are all the things that are coming from browsers. We put them all in one folder so that we can find all of these. So you see total reps, click on total reps. I'm clicking on the image and not the. So you total reps, click on total reps, and total reps pops up. The stream time, how much time is left on the stream. And I guess I should move this back a little because this is kind of throwing us off. I lost it. Again, this is the mess. So let's put this behind everything so that we could kind of I don't want it behind the MacBook camera. Let me just move it over then. Because I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. But at the same time, certain things have to pop up so that you can see it. So, click on it, find it. Okay, I'm going to move it over. And then I'll bring it up in front of this. And in front of all of these. In front of me. Just a little bit. All right, that kind of sort of makes sense, but not really. That's not really clear for you guys. Sources only. So this is on the side of my screen. And the source I'm looking for right now is, I'm looking for the Logi camera, which I know I just saw because it's the Logicam. And in Logicam, there's a filter. There isn't a filter. That's weird. What was that weird? There was a weird like shadow thing happening. Oh, I know what that was. So this computer also has its own lighting. So I have to go into each. So this is studio light. If I turn studio light off, you see the lighting changes on both cameras. I like it and I don't like it because you can't individually set up the studio light for one of the cameras. So if I wanted the MacBook camera right here, right, this one here, if I wanted that one to have the studio light individually, I couldn't do that. It's got to be all of them. It's all or nothing. So if I do portrait, they all go to portrait. Studio light, they all go to studio light. Background, they all change the background. Even the A6500, which has all of that already built in. Once I click on here, it makes it so that it's all of them. The one I do use a lot, it just because it does give it a really nice professional look, is the studio light one. And then there's some adjustments I make. I'm going to keep everything off for now because it's going to throw me off. So right now, that's just Logitech. This is Logitech over here. This is the MacBook cam over here. Now, the next thing I want to do is audio, right? So this is the audio from SM. And I'm going to move us around again so you guys can see back there. This is the audio from the Shure mic, right? Here it is. Wait a second. There's something missing there. Let it Shure, and then I'm going to put something there. Okay, that's enough of the commercial for sure. Now we go back to the commercial for us. Yes. We have our own. There we go. That makes more sense. So this is the Shure mic. This is the Michael Jackson Thriller mic. It is probably, possibly, in my opinion, the best vocal microphone ever made. I know there's going to be the argument for these high-priced $10,000, but this is the best vocal microphone ever made. So, and the reason why I call it the Michael Jackson Thriller mic and why it's known as the Thriller mic is because Michael recorded most of Thriller on this microphone. Yeah, look it up. So the next thing I want to do is I want to set up microphones in addition to this microphone. And the other microphones we have are clearly we have the built-in microphones here. Now, those are not good, just straight up. These microphones on here, in my chin, are not good. That's the nicest way to say it. I could say they're terrible and they lack quality and blah, 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 blah. All of that is a yes, but they're not good. Do not use, unless it is the only possible microphone you have. Do not use the microphone on the Logitech. First of all, it's not going to be close enough to you. Second of all, it's not going to follow you around. It doesn't translate well. It's going to pick up sounds that you don't want. And then it's not going to pick up things that you do want. This here is great. However, if I stand here, although the MacBook camera moved, now you can barely hear me or not hear me at all. This is a very unidirectional microphone, which is great to capture that sound directly into the mic. But once I move, even if I speak like this and I'm just moving and the game comes this way and I go like this, you're going to get a different amount of sound each time. So, whenever there's going to be movement like today, I try to set it up in a way, or we set it up in a way so that we're also mic'd wirelessly. A little bit of an adjustment. So this is another part of what we do. This the iPad will do some drawing on here. We'll share screens so that we can get in here and dance and all that kind of stuff. But before we do that, I just want to. I'm just every time I look up, the MacBook has zoomed in and out. That's the other thing. That's nice, but I can't control that. I can only turn it on or off. So it's going to decide whether or not it's going to zoom in and out. That is nice for a second. Not the greatest thing. Also, most of the Procreate designs are done on that iPad. It's an old iPad, but it has Procreate. So the details of this and this, they were done on the iPad. Today we were gonna start KRITA. Well, not start. We were gonna stream it so that you guys could see the idea of KRITA. But we talked a little bit about the cameras. We have. Oh, by the way, we have two. We have two Logis. I might have taken it back to the other room. Lucas discovered that the Logi camera works on the Switch 2. So you don't need to get the Switch camera. Well, save yourself $99 because the Logi camera, if you already have it, just plug it into the Switch 2. Any USB camera actually works, so no need to go for that extra Nintendo accessory. Unless you just want to like make it look good, but it does the same exact thing. I'm gonna roll us back so you guys could kind of get an idea of what's happening back here. There's a whole lot going on over there. So, a mess actually. So, this is where we record music. Everything can be done here on the MPC 37. You can make the drum sounds on here, and then you can make the accompaniment on here, and everything can be made into a full song on here, which is what we do. And then we take it and we put it into whatever, the post, or if it's going to be part of the game design, it'll go into the game. Over here is also where we house the A6500. So, in addition to that, up here, this is the open and close green screen. That's actually the Elgato one. We had one that wasn't. We have a huge blanket too that we can just put across the back of the wall. There's little screws up there. Let me use this camera. You guys can see that. And then let's get rid of Safari for a second. So those little bits up there, see that? I'm going to put it where the arrow can see it. This right here is it's a hook. It's a hook for the green screen. There's one there, there's one over there, and there's one behind me somewhere. The lighting won't let you see. And that's for the big green screen. I mean, it'll cover the whole wall, and basically everything behind us will be gone. And we can stand up. That's if we do some VR streams and we want the green screen to be on for the VR. That's what that's for. Shrink this a little. I'm actually going to move this over. Like it just be the sources, because we're going to go back to the sources in a second. My arrow. What else is happening over here? Big old clock. It's kind of keep track of the time. One of the hardest things when streaming or getting ready for the stream is keeping track of time. As many clocks as there are over there, you just never, you don't know what time it actually is. So it's important to have like a clock stuck in one spot so that you know what time it is. What else is back here? Oh, there's another roller, a rolling cart, which I'm going to show you this rolling cart in a second. But there's another rolling cart. So if we have to put stuff on it and we can roll out, we could have two carts side by side. The drawing pad, we'll get to the drawing pad at the end when we start KRITA. So that's this main setup back here. This is the one that doesn't move. So this is the let me rephrase that. This is the one that we don't move. But to call it non-rolling would not be accurate, because this entire desk actually rolls, and so does the section underneath. So we could actually roll out that whole section too with the big iMac. All comes out that way. We don't want to do that. We actually used to stream that way, where we rolled it over a little bit closer to the TV. We don't want to do that. It becomes just very crazy. We have some pretty decent speakers. The Izzuh 2000s. We use that to monitor when we make music. That's really what this is for. This isn't to, but music. Like, it's a way to actually get good sound idea. Not the main ones. Our main speakers are in the back, and those are the, what do we have back there? We have the JBL's studio monitors to actually hear before we release anything into Spotify or TikTok or Amazon. We listen to it back there. We listen to it everywhere, but we listen to it back there, and that gives me an update that Nico has something new. He's just released it. It's on everything right now. I'm actually going to put the link for it. Just a little snippet of what is to come. I'm gonna put that now, because if I don't do it right now, I will completely forget to do it later. The single is called Funny Online, and I will put the link in the chat. Hyper landing page here. Copy, and we'll post this. So this is the link to the latest single under TGRzz Music. But moving on. All right, let's move the cart over. So I think we could go here, all the way here. Full view. I'm gonna back up. I was just shifting over the A6500 because we're gonna take a look at that in a second. So I think that kind of covers cameras, except for the A6500. I'm not gonna plug that in because that's just basic. That's the main camera. That's just like a using a pro camera as your webcam. The next thing I do want to explain is mics. So first thing is, where do we keep all this stuff, right? And I'm gonna put the light on because again, this is the Amazon light. We have to get a little bit bigger one, and I'll explain why in a second. We have a huge one, huge, and then we have this one. We need one in the middle. So that kind of gives an idea of where stuff is on the cart. That attachment, and I'll explain the mic on. That attachment was actually not part of this cart. So we grab the mic, and this is what we use. These are the dual 2.4 wireless mics that are actually very good. So, it's here. The box. Actually, I'll put this here. That. Bright is so, I mean, this light is so bright sometimes. Necessarily bright. But it gets the job done. Get the job done. Put this up a little. I like the fact that you can go from daylight all right, so that's that. And so because they're USB-C, they could plug directly into the MacBook, and then OBS will recognize it as its own audio. So it's already here. I'm going to go to the source so you guys can see the source that it's named. Let's see if I can find it. So there's Elgato, there's the MacBook, and there's Rode Wireless. And I'm trying to hover over the mouse, but that doesn't really show it that way. So I got to use the big arrow so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So we have the Rode Wireless is going to be this one. The MacBook audio is off right now. Elgato audio is off right now. So I'm going to show you exactly what this is. So take this one out. This is the mic. And then this is the receiver. And I always keep the plastic as long as I possibly can. We use this for Comic-Con. You can see it says channel 1, channel 2. You see how there's no movement on the mic? I mean, on the meter yet? That's because this is off. As soon as I turn this on, it's dead. Oops. So now it's on, and now you could see the meter. And the meter is based, I mean, I don't even have to hold it that close. It's picking up audio from just anywhere I go. So now I have to turn that on in here. And I'm going to open up the view of this here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Open this up. It's so cool. It's like this Inception thing happening right. Okay. So right now, oops. Only Focusrite. Focusrite is the one on the bottom. We use the 2i2, and it's plugged into the Michael Jackson Thriller mic. But right now, there's nothing coming out of here. So we take the receiver, and we're going to plug the receiver directly into the computer. And I'm going to show you guys that. Now, normally we do this on the bottom, but I'm going to put it up here so that you guys could see what is actually happening and how this works. This receiver does not stay on the top. This usually stays under. And I want to show you that we plug this in here. And now, grab the mic. Here's the mic. Hello, hello. You see how Rode, now it popped up. There's the meter. So now you're going to hear me doubled. So in order to remove the double, right, the double effect, because right now you hear me from both mics, we just mute this one. So now you're only listening to me from the wireless mic. We have long attachments and stuff like that, but right now I'm just going to put this here until I get the attachment so that you guys can see. So right now that's not this mic. So now when I back up, you guys can still hear me. And this right now isn't needed. It doesn't mean it's not going to get used, because I really like this sound over this sound. But now I can move around, right? And we could do that other shot that we did, right? I'm going to move this, and let's show the meters. I'm going to show the meter. So we're gonna have to take the plastic off. I hate taking the plastic off, but you can't really see what's happening. Okay, so now I think we'll be able to see everything that we are showing here. Shrink this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now if I back up, hey, hi Jess.
Hey, I graded one paper.
Okay, good. So like,
Nine more to go.
so like now, if Jess were to talk, she could just take this into her room and have a full-on conversation. And you won't hear me unless I turn this on.
Can they hear you? Can they hear you now?
See how she's really clear and you can barely hear me. Me, I have to turn this one on, and then we can hear Jess back there. That's really helpful when we do a lot of moving around. This is a better mic. Not really, just a better mic to be stationed, but that mic is really, really, really good. She graded one paper. Yay. Only 10 more to go. So that's how we do this part. So if you're wondering how is it that Lucas and I sometimes are sitting here and there's no mic, well, there is a mic because we have it completely tucked away, and that's important. We're gonna need that later. Since we're using this, you can't see it. Sometimes we don't care. I mean, for the most part, we don't care if you see it. It just happens to be that we've gotten a couple of questions on, like, how is it so clear? How are we hearing you so clear? And it's because we have this here. So the magnet attaches. It just happens to be that we wear black all the time. So it looks like there's nothing there. Yeah, so I'm gonna just give you an idea. Tuck in, and then it plugs in, and now you hear me directly out of this microphone. So, and then I clip it. And then we take it and put it in our pocket, because that way we can walk around. Now, Lucas isn't right here right now. Usually he fixes mine and then I fix his. But I think just for the sake of showing this, it's fine. So now I can roll around. If we're streaming with death penalties where every death is some sort of a workout, I don't have to yell into the microphone what we're doing. Like, I can just keep going, and I can do that test again, right? Every time I say I'm gonna do that test again, Jess comes back.
Where's the microphone?
Here.
No, the little box.
The little box? So that's a good question. So she said, where's the little box? So the little box is attached to here, but all she has to do is take that, and now it's not attached to me. Now it's attached to her.
Should I tell Lucas to get dressed? Can you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, should I tell Lucas to get dressed?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how that works. So when she took that one, I turned this one on so that you guys can hear me. But now you hear double. So I'm gonna put this on, and I have to mute this so that we could remove the double effect. So now if I go here and I keep backing up, the MacBook camera will keep following me, and I can be over here. I can do jumping jacks. I have not done jumping jacks for a death penalty stream, but now that I just did that and I know the camera's gonna follow me, there is a possibility. Oh, and let's go into this. So now we can turn it all the way around without destroying the whole house. So you guys get an idea of where we actually play the game. So we play the game. We don't need to look at the mic anymore. Here, let me move this. I'm gonna move this. So we play the games here, right? You've seen this on the Instagram posts, but I want to give you an idea of how it is that this is all set up. So right now, here, look, there is a SNES Mini that's modded. There is the PS5, and usually the Switch 2 is here. And then to keep everything nice and neat, we have a drawer. And in the drawer is another NES, but that's an NES that's also modded. And here is where all the connections are. This one here, this is the switcher that sends the feed to Elgato and the feed to the TV. That way we don't have to go from Elgato to the TV. Then we have a separate switcher, which is just an added bonus. We don't have to unplug anything to switch back and forth between consoles or devices. This is PlayStation 5, and then we hit the button, and now you see it just turned off the screen because that's coming from this now. So Now let's just give it a second. It'll come on. See, now it's Nintendo. And there is that's the modded Nintendo. Instead of having to unplug anything, if we want to go from streaming this to streaming PlayStation 5, we just press the button and then it'll switch back to the PS5 without us having to do any of the weird, see, there's PS5 again, BoJack Horseman. Without having to do any of the unplugging and the plugging, which is a pain in the you-know-what-see. So that's how we do that part of the stream. And then I could give you the details of the box down here. So we need some light. There is the Focusrite 2i2. You see the meter. The meter's coming from the Michael Jackson Thriller mic. This is a cloud lifter because you need to bring up the dB on that mic. And then this is the port for additional USB-C and USB ports that go to the laptop. This is a wireless set of headphones to monitor that we don't really use very much. And then this here is the new Stream Deck that we got. And I can take this off because we don't need that. To give you an idea of how we go back and forth in between all of the goodies. So everything is here. Everything is labeled. We also have our soundboard.
Another one.
The soundboard we use is, this is a new thing for us, is Voice Mod. It does work directly with the Stream Deck. So we decided what we're gonna have on here.
I'm very angry.
And it also has its own audio, which I'm gonna put right here. See, this is the soundboard audio. The only thing is, like, some of these are just, they don't really check to see if you're gonna get flagged for using it on Twitch. We learned that the hard way. We played Mariah's song. It wasn't even the full Christmas song. It was the first like 6 seconds. And then we got flagged on Twitch for using Mariah's stuff, which was crazy because we technically didn't use her stuff. It was like a few seconds worth. So right now, let's turn this. We're flipping around. You see these guys are over there having a conversation. And then this is usually the penalty corners here. This is usually the penalty corner, but we have a Christmas tree in the way. So that's not the penalty corner right now. I think that kind of breaks down pretty much how we do most of the things we do.
Are you picking them? Are you taking them and picking them up?
Likely. I mean, unless they wanted to come home at a certain time where they wanted to come quick and they could come on there.
Or they come on the bus or they can take it over or walk. But Lucas just wants to know what he should wear.
Right now?
Well, yes. And
Oh, take a vest. Take a sweater and a vest. It's going to be cold. Yeah, so we're in New York City's cold today. There was something else that I wanted to show. That I said I would come back to it, which is possibly the, I can't remember. It was the drawing pad, but not yet. I actually want to clean up this desktop mess real quick. And then I'm going to put some highlights while I go out for a second, and then we'll be back. But let me set this up. Normally we don't keep any of this on top. We keep it underneath, and I'm going to show you what I mean by underneath. I'm going to move this camera so you guys can see the cart. There's Nico showing up in the cart. Oh, there's Nico standing right next to me. He doesn't have a mic, so there's Nico walking away. So Nico was over there earlier in that section I was telling you about with the music stuff. But I want to show you the bottom of this cart so you guys can see where we keep everything. So this we don't keep on top. This is the wrecked. This is, that is the wireless receiver. We keep that down there. We keep everything down there actually. Nothing on the top. Here are the boxes. Here's the second receiver. If we need it, we know it's down here. This is a cover for the light to make it a little less light, and it actually works very well. I'm gonna put the cover on because that makes more sense. Here is another attachment for HDMI. This is used for the drawing pad. So I'm gonna leave this on top. And these are additional mic tripods and camera tripods that we will be using for possibly this camera that's down there, but we're gonna keep that like that. So this camera will probably go on this tripod right here because it's just a better tripod. I have it on a little baby tripod right now. What else? Oh, this is officially on a Elgato mount. This stays stuck here, like it's no joke stuck there. And when we're done having it there, when we want to do a shot or several shots from the stationary one over here, we have another one right here. So we don't have to remove the mounts, we just have an additional mount. So we take the mic out of here and then we put it into this mount over here. There's a mount like that in every room on every desk. So if we want to take the mic and put it on any desk, we can. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Getting busy over there. Oh.
Did you dance yesterday?
You danced yesterday?
Better than this?
Did you do the dance that you said you were going to do? Oh,
Did you
man.
dance better than this?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I don't think nobody dances better than that. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Lucas is ready.
All right, I'm gonna put this on. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna drop these guys off so they can build a Christmas tree.
Do you want to build a snowman?
They're gonna build a snowman. For now, enjoy some of our beautiful clips. I think I've explained pretty much most of this, and then we'll do some drawing when I come back. Pokemon Legends Z to A. So how far did you get? You finished the whole thing?
Yeah.
And
yeah. I'm almost done with the Pokédex.
almost done with the
yeah.
Pokédex, the whole Pokédex?
Yeah, it's not a very...
Wait a second, I didn't know you were that far. How many is that? You almost done the whole Pokédex in the game? That's crazy. That is crazy. Is that 200?
Yeah.
You have 200 Pokemon back there? See that? I see that. I hear stuff like that, and then it's like, maybe I won't. Oh my God! Wow, I was not expecting that kind of a vision. Oh my gosh, my eyes were not ready. I was not ready. My eyes were not ready to be flashed. I'm gonna have to change the stream to porn. What is this? Whoa! No, they made it even worse. Why does she look like Link?
I don't know. Like this bat and this fire guy and this other fire guy and the same fire guy and oh my god, and the bat respawn and the fire guy over here and over there and everywhere and died anywhere.
Wait, we have to do the level over?
No. Oh. Well, yes, because we messed up the mini game.
Man.
Do you want to restart now or do you want to just?
That can't be a good sign. What the f- Why didn't anybody warn me that this isn't just what was there's a big ass spider. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What's the point of the bear trap if the spider's 10 times its size? Like, come on, man. What the hell was that? I'm about to die again. I cannot believe this. I'm not paying attention. I'm gonna have to move that TV closer. I'm playing on the big screen over there. It's too far from me. I'm not playing on their screen. Let me do my curls. I'm doing my curls fast now because I'm getting pissed off. Time to get busy. Because those guys should not have beat me. I should be way further than this. I'm doing both at the same time too. 3, 2, 1. That's death number 7. I usually have a death counter on the screen. I'm not doing that. Death number 7. Oh, I thought I was dead. I'm dead now. You are the worst. I should not be allowing the mantis to kill me. Why does that keep happening? I should not be allowing the man. Oh shit, that was mad fast. How? That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit.
Nope, you press that big ass blue button in the top right corner that says stop
I
streaming.
gotta say goodbye though, right?
Yeah, to your streamers, to your viewers.
Yeah. Your 2 viewers.
Three, 2, 1, go.
I can barely keep up when it's just me and you. What the hell just happened here? Oh my goodness.
I don't.
Yo, why is there such chaos right now?
Sonic. I don't know what to do.
I know what not to do. Fall off. Oh, my bad. Not that we're on the same team, but I wouldn't mind if we ended up beating all of these 9-level CPUs, even though I guess the amiibos aren't level 9.
Well, they actually go up to level 50.
What?
Yeah.
Why did it say level up? Damn it. Do we win finally? Yes? My gosh, did we actually win? Can I actually make a celebration?
Yeah.
Okay, I celebrated early. We're gonna get the full fireworks here. Boom! Fireworks there, yeah, let's go. I gotta get fireworks on us too, because that was, my eyes are going crazy. Boom! Fireworks! Oh, there goes the stab.
I don't know if they just moved closer.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
Oh, dude. I'm cooked.
I'm gonna stay
I'm
back
cooked
here.
if they're in the vents.
I'm gonna stay back here. Oh, right to the left. Oh my God! It scared the shit out of me. She was in the right. And there was one of them. Ah. Ah. Please no! Everything that is good just went bad. All the joy in the world just seeped out. And now I am so sad. So very.
I'm the one who took the napkin first. Oh, we're still going.
Wait a second.
Oh.
What?
We both changed characters. I think it's just the best of all these. What?
He's kicking my horse, man. My dinosaur, I mean. Wait,
Now
I'm
you're the dinosaur.
What the hell is happening here?
Oh.
What just happened there?
I don't think this is. You notice how this machine is golden?
Yeah.
I don't think this is actually like a normal. I don't think this is a mechanic. There's something called My Machines, which is just customizable machines. I think this is just someone's random machine that I took.
Oh, like another player online?
Yeah.
Oh, we got.
Plus Fortnite. 18 plus Fortnite.
Wait, oh shit. What the fuck?
You just cop a new follower.
Yeah, I know. It just scared the shit out of me. I haven't streamed in like a million bajillion years. Wait, but does this angle get me right, Tommy? Be honest.
Wait. I'm gonna use all my Twitch Prime subs on you from now on.
Wait, actually?
Wait, where'd he go? What? Oh, mother! Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, oh my God. Yo. Whoa, Harley Quinn is Poison Ivy's just broken. Alright, let me see if I can switch to her again. And not do that.
App X.
Oh, I did it. I kinda did it. Alright, so if I hold... Alright, look. She just jumped over the whole screen.
Yeah, we broke this. We broke the game.
Yo, look what she's doing. But she has the flowers.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. There's gotta be something. If I hold... Let's pause. Right?
I just got shot.
And then resume. It worked! Oh, no it didn't. Tap X. Yeah, be the theme music for this. Pikachu, you're gonna get it.
Pikachu, you fast. You fast, Pikachu. You fast. You fast. You fast. I hope I get to be daddy.
I think you can change the character.
Yeah! We unlocked Adam, baby! Got the Miss Me trophy.
We had to change the character though before the. We would.
Change it. Change it to. Oh, acid.
Should we
Don't
stop?
step in that.
Should we stop and try a different game or?
Well, let's see how far.
Slowly start counting backwards from 8 million. 7,999,999. 7,999,998. 7,999,997. Let your mind be free. Breathe in. Hold it. Don't make me laugh. Exhale.
Oh my god, you got another trophy.
You know, Paris, everyone else pronounces it without the S sound like the French do, but it does say it's the English way. Venice.
What?
Everyone mocking you, saying it Italian. The shit pisses me off.
Oh my god. What? Okay. Hello, Malone. I got eyes on the target. This is Mission Impossible now. Carmen and Johnny. Catherine. Who made Catherine like that? Who did that? Who
Probably
did
me. Although I think I used like the camera I think I used the like camera feature to automatically do it.
Oh wait a second. Wait a second. That's Catherine? Where's her hair? Oh my god. That's right. That was the camera feature.
Yeah.
You put the photo in and it automatically makes the person. Oh. Wait, Nico. Adi. Wait, Mommy, did you use the camera one for Mommy?
I think so.
That does look like Mommy. But no, what happened to Catherine's me? Oh. That's put the balloon back. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but that doesn't look like it's correct. I'm gonna read it. Oh, that's put the bloom back into my day. That is put the bloom back in my day. That's us. That's definitely incorrect. I know what I can do to help. Take this Wonder Seed. I reeled it in a long time ago. Wonder Seeds are so pretty and every world's seeds have their own color. I think I'm at 79, 80. 80, don't get burned. 80, don't get burned. 81, 81. I'm at 81 hits. This is crazy. Don't get hit, please. Please, please, please. Oh my God. "81 hits. My whole body is shaking right now. Insane. So the way this controller is designed, right? And the way this game is played, you only really need this tiny little space in here. Like this from here to these right here, right? So my hand has to be like squished all in this section right here. Yeah, like a tiny little control. It's really just a tiny little controller area right here. But this whole big expansion hand thing.
Expansion.
It's a mess. Who did this?
Nintendo.
I want his name and his address. Or her name and her address. No goods? Oh, damn. Who did him dirty like that? Oh, man. They're going to think I did that. Oh, what the hell? Get off me. Yo. Yo, what? That scared the shit out of me. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. All right, so we're back. I'm gonna take my sweater off though, because I'm burning up, and I need to put the charger on the laptop because OBS takes a lot of power from the MacBook. So, oh, that's the one thing. The rolling cart is great, but it's not like the most sturdiest thing in the world. All right, let's keep rocking out with the wireless. And you see how the lighting just completely changed here because I put that foam cover on. And again, the lighting will change based on the angle of the room unless we're using the A6500. Let's put the mic here. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and this mic is also working. Let's do some rearranging that would make sense, and then let's show how the MPC 37 actually works. So let's do that. But first things first, let's move this. I also want to get a long shot of, and I can also bring this, how much higher does this go? That's the highest. Bring this back down, flip this up, and I want to get a long shot this way. I think that's enough of a long shot. I'll go this way. Kind of just put it at an angle. So you can see this over here. I don't know why I keep zooming in, but, and then this one kind of makes sense. Move this. We're gonna change this stand. Actually, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna turn on the main light. And then I'm going to show you guys the stand for the A6500. Oh, so this is the A6500. And this is the Pro stand because it has to be heavy duty. So we put it on this and then we adjust the height, obviously. We also have a smaller stand that we use. I'm gonna bring that over so you guys can see. Whenever we do the desktop version, we just put this on either this desk or we put it right here, put it here, and then the camera's just facing us while we're playing. This is cool, but it just goes at such a weird angle that one of us is always too far away. So we're gonna start using the stand again. We hadn't used the stand in so long, but it just makes more sense to use the stand. On here, let's zoom in. Actually, let's change this first. So I'm gonna change this little tripod. This is a little cool little baby tripod. But the baby tripod is actually gonna go onto here. And I'm gonna make, this is the cover for the whatever. And this camera's dirty. Oh, there we go, that's much better. This is the cover for this light. And I'm gonna put, actually, do I even want this? These both look the same, but they're not really the same. This one's slightly longer, so let's put this one here. This is the light. So now I can stand the light up. What we normally do is we take the light and we put it here on top of the TV, and then we just brighten it or loosen it. So, but for the sake of showing you guys what we're doing here, I'm going to put this here, brighten this up. Move this out the way. And we're going to change, I don't know why it's still orange. It's a weird orange look. We're going to change this. I'm going to put that. We also have an additional little clip on here, which we could then attach the light to this. So we'll put this here, and then we'll put the light here. I'll show you. So flip this. All right. So now this is on a better stand. The legs can go shorter. And now we're going to take, instead of keeping this on here, we're going to take the light and put it on here so that the light is directly on the side of this. So let's take this back off. And this is just one of the options. I mean, we won't keep it like this, but it's another one of the options you have. So now we take the light, and these little attachments are really, really helpful. I'll show you exactly what this attachment is. These are small rig attachments, which the light's not helping right now. These are small rig attachments that have the male part on both sides. These are really, really, really helpful. We have a bunch of these that we just use throughout. So I'm going to turn this light off because it's blinding me. And I'm going to turn so that we have better lighting. I'm actually going to use the daylight, making sure. Wow, look how much better that looks. That's just outside daylight. Give me a second. I need a hat or something. My hair's a mess. How's that? Is that better? My hair doesn't even fit under here. Got the KRITA beanie. Let me get my Ultra Beast hat. It got so windy. I'm just looking for my Altered Beast hat. All right, I got it. Might do a GoPro follow me around the house stream at one point. Oh, okay. Got the. Now what am I doing? I'm taking this and we're gonna put this here. Not too tight, doesn't have to be so tight. And then we're gonna take this cool tripod that has an additional screw-in piece. And we're gonna attach the light to there. And I think this will be the setup for this. So now this has its own light. And what I like about these pieces is that you can adjust it like this. You can make it so that the light is like flipping around, it's moving forward, it can go right behind it. It's so versatile in the way it moves that you can't go wrong with this. Like it just, I'm gonna put the light directly behind it and then you tighten it back up. And now you can see, this is the lighting. This is the camera view with the light. I mean, without the light. Turn it on. There's the light. Here's the adjustment of the light. And you see it's like white. I mean, daylight and then not daylight. Then you can see me. That's light all the way up. Yellow. More daylight. And now we can just, I've tangled it up so much that I don't want to tangle it up anymore. Whoa, got caught up on my mic. And this is why we tuck this into the inside, so that that doesn't happen. That just got caught up on the camera. We don't want that to happen again. Keep this tucked in my pocket. Camera. So now I can walk around with this, you know. That might be too bright actually. The other thing that's nice about this is that I can adjust this. I can just take this and make it so that the camera has the lighting a little more to the left. I can flip it over, make it the camera lights on the bottom, and just get it out of the way. But either way, this this camera will always now have its own lighting, you know? So if I need to show what's going on down here, I can just brighten up the light. And now I can pretty much show what's going on down everywhere. So, which is the next thing I want to show, which is down here. So underneath here is where we house a bunch of stuff. Underneath here, we house a bunch of stuff. Over here, we house a bunch of stuff. So there's just a whole lot of things all over. And now I can place this camera down, because the next thing we're going to show is the drawing pad, but we'll show the drawing pad after the fact. Let's show first the A6500. So I'm going to take this now, put it back over here, and I'm just rolling around the whole house with this. Let's go to the A6500. All right, so these two pieces, this here, arrows in the way. This here is the USB. It's USB, right? And we put the adapter in it because we want it to go, bring it down. We always want, and you always want, if you're using this today to help you with your stream, you always want your camera, your main camera. That's a side camera. This one here is a side camera. But your main face cam should go directly into your computer. Don't use a hub. It will work, yes, sometimes, but avoid using a hub for your camera. Avoid using a hub for Elgato. If you're using Elgato, plug Elgato directly. What? Plug the, wait, something's beeping over there. I gotta figure out what the hell that is. Oh, it's just the coffee. I'm gonna finish that coffee. The coffee's telling me that it wants to be drinking. Hi, baby. Oh, no. Oh, oh no.
Trying to make it so
that
it's
not enough.
Whatever the points is, it'll still
Add it
give
up.
an A in the overall class.
Oh, some.
What happened? Oh, shoot.
Oh, look at her little young lord's beret. She's one of the young lords. I forgot where I was. I thought you were writing papers, Jess. I didn't know you were grading papers. Jess is back there grading papers, not writing papers. I thought she was writing. I need some more half and half because this is dark.
I think it's going for those guys over there.
Well, Nico looked super excited.
Nico looked like he was going to a party too, with his boots.
I gotta tell him to show those boots. He came into the camera. I know he wanted to show those boots.
No, because then he thinks we're making fun.
No. He likes to shoot. He likes to show the boots. The boots are cool. All right, what were we talking about? We are talking about, I'm lost. Camera, oh, let's show the 6500. So we showed the, right now this camera here is Logi. This is the MacBook camera. The MacBook, and just so you know, this is the MacBook Pro 14-inch. It's a very nice computer, but if you don't have good eyes, I do not recommend this computer for you. The font is tiny, and yes, you can adjust it to like whatever resolution. But in order to see it the way you guys see it right now, and I'm gonna open this up so you can see what I'm talking about. So this right here. In order for it to be this clear, you have to use the default resolution. And that means absolutely tiny font. Tiny. It is an amazing computer. It works very well. I mean, look at all the sources we have. I am running this currently on 8,000 kilobits, and it keeps fluctuating up to 10,000 kilobits. We don't really lose frames. I'm also simulcasting to YouTube, and it works very well. It doesn't freeze up. The only time it freezes up is when when I do what I'm about to do, which is plugging in the camera after opening OBS. That is not a good idea with the Sony a6500. I'm actually going to show you what it looks like when it's not plugged in. So here's the Sony a6500 right here. It's on the stand. This is a pretty sturdy stand. This is wobbling right now because the screw fell out at Comic-Con and I don't know where it went, but I am going to show you what this is. This is not part of the camera. This is an additional piece, and I know I just mentioned these small rig attachments, how we use them for everything. We really use them for everything. I'm going to get closer so you guys can see. So here is another one of those small rig attachments. This small rig attachment is for the monitor so that we can see ourselves on the camera and not have to worry about looking at it on OBS. So this small rig, again, it's one of those small rigs where you can adjust it however you want. And we like to put this monitor directly over the camera. I'm going to show you what I mean by that when I zoom into this one right here. Let's go to this one here. So we want the monitor to be as close to the lens as possible. So we screw this in here, tighten it first. And then now I'm going to show you the joy of having the Logi. The Logi has a nice little hook on it because it's, you know, designed for be put on computers. So I can put this on top of the TV and get an over, like a higher shot. I'm going to move this closer. I'm going to close the legs on this. I'm just going to put this here. And now since I don't really need that much lighting because I'm using the light from over there. So now this is up here. And I didn't have to take off the stand for it. What's going on over here? Oh, just so you can see what's this. This is our, we always have our blankets ready. This is our Sonic one. Because when we do the watch with us, whether it's streaming or not, we've been watching Stranger Things, everybody has to have their own little cover blanket. Or not. Some people get hot, they don't want a blanket. And then this is what Nico was doing earlier. Lucas hooked them up with the police line, don't cross. And I'm going to show you what we just got because he was making the acoustic guitar left-handed for me, and then I broke it. He was adjusting all the strings. I needed to file down one of the pieces because, you know, it goes from thicker to thinnest. So I was filing the thin part to thicker because it has to be left-handed. And I put the screw in, I put the file in, and I moved it, I'm not even going to exaggerate, 1 millimeter, and it snapped it. Bye-bye. So that's what's going on over here. And of course, Grogu's always back here watching, holding on to the Game Boy. But enough about that. Let's go to this. Did I put the light? Let's put the lighting on. I'm going to put the studio lighting back on. There we go. You see, that just works so much. That studio lighting on the MacBook works so well with this camera over here. Not so much with the MacBook camera. It works so well with this camera that, I don't know, I might have to consider using this camera more often with this. I'm going to just shift this up. And again, this is why I love this small rig piece, because I want some different lighting. And I know I can do that because of the small rig. I'm going to adjust this. And I can take this, open this up, put this here, brighten this up, brighten this up. Look at that. That looks so clear. That's crazy. That looks like the A6500, this right here right now. That is coming off of the 1080 Logi camera, which is really just the basic webcam camera. But that looks ridiculously clear. I'm going to tell you, and again, so you want to know how I got this camera so clear, I just showed you. It's just a very basic Amazon light that's right next to it, and it is under the MacBook Pro, has these camera settings automatically built in, and one of the camera settings on it is studio light, and I just clicked studio light and it changed it to that. It looks like it's coming off of this camera. This camera's not even plugged in, so that's off of that camera. I'm so impressed right now. I'm literally like, let me go look, see how that looks on the stream. That looks insane. I feel like I'm cheating somehow. But I think after so many years of us trial and error of so many different things, eventually things just start to like play out in a better way. Oh, let me show you some other goodies that we have. These are like different types of attachments. This one's for the phone. I'm going to show you why we have this one for the phone right now, because another option that if you don't have a camera, but you have one of these phones, any of the iPhone 12 and up, you can just say, I want my camera to be my phone. So I'm going to open video capture. I'm going to say iPhone 16, just for the sake of it. Now, I'm not going to put any device, so you guys can see this is what I'm doing. iPhone device. So you see it? And let's leave that like that for a second, because I want you guys to actually see what's happening here. So let's go Safari. Let's go option and bring this out so you guys can see. The source that I just added is the phone. Okay, make sure you guys can see it. All right. When you have this as an option, right? This, and it's dying, but that's okay. If I want to switch the device, you see what pops up? There's an option for your MacBook or for the phone camera. My phone is labeled Boy Dre 2.0. I can click on it and it'll give me this as a camera. How about that? And look at that. So that is another option. So right now, this is directly off of my phone. And because of the phone having, you know, this is the iPhone 16 Pro Max, but it doesn't have to be that. I've done it with the 12. Because this phone has its own, you know, super zoom and clarity, this is another option for you to use as a webcam. And that's the reason why we have this. So we have this here, right? Because then, there's a magnet stuck to this. Because then we can just put this here. We can just put this here on a stand and then have it as one of the cameras, right? Here it is. This is one of the cameras, just like that. And you see how it's zooming in, zooming out. Another option. This is another option for cameras. That's why I say we have 6, because technically we have a couple iPhones that are just sitting around, old iPhones. Don't get rid of them if you don't, like, you're not going to really trade them in. If you're not going to trade them in, don't get rid of them, especially if it's like 12 and up. The camera on there, especially the ones that have the three lenses, keep it. Use it as your webcam. I mean, use it as an additional cam for home. This could be like a behind the scenes cam, or this could be like if you want to walk around and say, okay, now I'm coming to check on these umbrellas, and now here are the Costco's cookies, and here are the good Costco's cookies. Like, if you want to have, instead of, you could do GoPro, but that's kind of difficult. But if you want to just walk around with your phone, the OBS, the newest OBS actually has the option of just saying, do you want to connect to your phone? Of course, you have to be on the same Wi-Fi as but you should have that. If you're streaming from home, you should already have that set up. So if I like wanted to like really show the detail of what I'm doing here, I could use the phone itself and not use the Logi. and not roll around and flip the MacBook camera over. I can just have this here and like actually hold and show you what it is that I'm doing. And as you can see, I'm rotating the camera and OBS is automatically flipping it. There's Santa hanging, landscape. I flip it and then it zooms in and gives me the portrait view already zoomed into the box. So yeah, there's that. And that is like a really, 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 really good option to have. I'm not sure what this is showing right now. Oh, it's showing this, which is fine. We're gonna shrink that down a lot actually. So I'm actually gonna keep this camera on to give you an idea of what I'm trying to do with the monitor. So here's the monitor, right? Here's the monitor. Here is the small rig that I was talking to you about. I'm gonna put the small rig here in the middle. And then I'm gonna bring the small rig into an adjustment that has the monitor as close to the lens as possible. And the reason why we do that is because when you look at the camera, right, when you're looking here, if the camera is above your eyes and you're looking at the monitor, if it's too high up, it's gonna look like you're looking above the camera. If it's directly above the lens itself and you're below, when you're looking at the monitor, since it's at an angle like this, it looks like you're looking directly into the camera. So I'll show you what that means. I'm just putting that down for a second. So I am going to adjust this down as far down as I can and even angle it in a way so that we have to look up towards it. Oop, it's going the wrong way. I want to tighten it, bring it down more, tighten, 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 adjust. So now, when we look at this monitor, since the camera's above us, it's never really below us. It's never underneath. The image will always look like we're looking directly into the camera, but we're actually just looking at ourselves. We're monitoring ourselves. That's why that's done. We even have a longer one that comes all the way out to right here. And when we use that one, it really looks like the other trick that we did was putting it right underneath whenever we did a different stand. If you put it right below it and you put the camera at an angle beneath you a little bit, when you look down to it, you're looking directly into the camera. So again, this is the setup. There you go. That's the stand. This is the pro stand. The other thing I'm going to show you right now is that we don't keep the handle to the back, only when we're filming outside. When we're filming ourselves, we flip this so that the handle is also in the angle of the lens so that we can just grab and go down. I'm going to switch the cameras so that we can see that. Look at the ceiling up there. I'm going to switch this one down. And let's get rid of this camera because let's just make it smaller. So I'm going to take this off of the clip and turn it. We're going to turn it. And notice I'm doing everything with it unplugged so that way it doesn't get caught up in anything. I'm going to turn it this way because now all the adjustments, if we need to sit and adjust, we can adjust it without having to go behind the camera, right? We need this monitor more than anything else because the A6500, unfortunately, as good of a camera as it is, the one issue is that its monitor doesn't come out. It comes out and down, but it doesn't flip. So you can't see what's happening on the actual camera. But that is a simple solution where you just put this monitor here. We take an HDMI cable and we go out from the computer, which I'll show you right here. We use this HDMI out right here. We put that directly into this HDMI in, and we split the view, and the only view we send to here is the A6500 view from OBS. And then that's it. The only thing that's on here is A6500. I'm gonna try it, but like I said, don't ever plug this in after OBS is already on. It's highly unlikely that it'll work. The first thing you do is you shut the computer off, and then you plug in the camera. If you do it any other way, you're setting yourselves up for the possibility of Sony not picking up. And let's go to the A6500 so you can see what the layout looks like. A6500 is different from... Actually, I'm going to change this view just for the sake of this. So that's what you get. You get that box that says Sony Image Edge webcam. Now, normally when you turn off the computer and then you turn everything back on with this already plugged in, you'll immediately get to turn this on and it'll pick it up. Highly, if it works, I'll be shocked. So I turn this on. This will tell me now that it is connecting. So no way. It switched over, which is crazy that it did that, because normally it does not. So that's a rare thing. That does not happen, where OBS is already on, you plug it in, and it works. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's that easy to plug and play with the A6500. That's not true. That just happened to work right now. Normally we have to shut everything off, plug it in, then start it up. So now this camera here is the A6500. And I'm going to show you this convoluted setup. This one's going to need a full screen for this, because this is kind of tricky. Okay, now we want a full screen, because this is a little tricky. And I want to show you how this is done. Oh, I got to put the bottom back. All right, so I'm going to plug in. Whoops. It's a mess here now. I need the top of this. There we go. Ah, there we go. Because I want you to see the whole screen, which I know it's kind of tricky right now to pay attention to what's happening here. I need to send the view of only the camera to the monitor. So let's shrink this down. And let's shrink this down. This is A6500. I need to turn this on, and I need this to see only this camera. So please. I just unplugged the sound bar because it's actually in the way. We're not really using the sound bar. We rarely use it now. I am getting something else that's behind the TV. Of course, I tie cables up together thinking it makes life easier, and then they get caught up in other things, and I realize I shouldn't have tied those things together. I tied up the outlet, the adapter for the monitor with the HDMI cable, just so that I could find them both. Not really helpful. So, this monitor works by battery. It would be crazy to continue to always have a battery around for streaming at home. So it does work on 12 volt. So we'll put that in there, and that gives us the power to the monitor. So now the field world monitor is on, but we're not getting any image. I could plug directly from the camera into here, but then that would mean I'm taking the camera away from OBS. So I don't want that. But in OBS, you have the option of previewing anything you want. And this is what I mean. So if I'm here, let's go huge. And let's say I want to preview iPhone. So I go there and I go open source. I'm going to open the source in a new window. And now, here's the source. That's only the iPhone source, right? That's great. I don't want that. I don't need that. So, let's shrink this down. I was just showing you where you can do open source. Now, I want to open the source, but I want to send it instead of to the screen on here. I want to send that source to the field monitor. And this is how we do that. First, let me get this in. Okay, so HDMI. The HDMI is going to go from the computer and I'm going to take this HDMI and I'm going to put it into the input of the field monitor. Now, all I do is I go to the iPhone, which is not the iPhone, it's the A6500, which is right here. Right? Here's the iPhone. That's for me. That's for you. That's so that we can see it. But I want to be able to see it here. Right now, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what is actually on there right now. Right now, on the field monitor is an extension of the MacBook. I don't need that. I need this extension of the MacBook to just show me the A6500. So now when I screen mirror, instead of making this here, And I'll put this closer and high so that you guys can see. Shift this over for you guys to see. Instead of this showing an extension of the MacBook, I want that to be the A6500. So I'm going to go to the preview, and it gives me field monitor as an option. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to zoom in again. Zoom in. iPhone, right click, open source. And I'm going field monitor. Okay? I'm not going to click it because I want you to see when it switches over. I'll do it here. Move this over. Now I'll do it here. I'm going to rename this so that you can see what I'm talking about. This is the A6500 test, right? So this is showing this view right there to the left. And this image of Wolfbane, I want that to be this view right here on the left. So I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to open source projector, and I'm going to click field monitor. See, field monitor. And now when I click it, now, see that? Now the monitor is only showing what's on the camera. That's it. It's only showing what's on the camera. So now I didn't have to give up the slot from I didn't have to give up the slot from the camera to the computer. Now OBS is sending me the monitor. So now when I look here, I can see what's going on in the camera itself without having to change any of the OBS settings. And I don't need a different. So now there's the A6500, and it has its own field monitor, and that's that. I'm going to get rid of that because we're not using that today. That was just to show you how that works. But that's a whole lot of cables that I really don't want in the way right now. What did I just do? So I'm going to shrink this down. Let's get rid of that. This is huge now. I'm going to shrink this down. Now I can chop this up. Again, to chop up the view, just hold down Option. If you hold Option, then you can get rid of the portions that you don't want. So I hold down Option. I want it to just be the sources. Now I can open this up, move this over, keep those sources right there. Don't really know if I'm using that again, but I am going to unplug all of this. So I'm going to unplug it from the Mac because we don't need that there. I'm going to unplug it. So yeah, so that's always ready to go. And once that's set up, because it's on the Pro stand, right? Because it's on the Pro stand, it just stays there. And then we don't have to worry about any adjustments except for zooming in and out. If we set up remote zoom in and out, it throws everything off. So we have to manually use the zoom on the manual zoom. And then I really need to get a screw because this is barely holding on. You see how wobbly this is? This is supposed to be stagnant, like it's not supposed to move. And I need one tiny, probably 3mm screw. I have every other size except for that one. Of course. Of course I do. So I'm gonna take this off because if I don't take it off, I won't remember to find that screw. So let me put this here. And then I'm gonna take this camera and I'm going to put it back over there because this is the main camera and I don't want it to be in the way, nor do I want it to get knocked over. Oh yeah, and even if you don't feel like it's gonna fall or get hit or anything like that, I'm gonna show it again. No matter what, put your lens cap on. I mean, save yourself the, trust me, save yourself the $150 to $250 that's gonna cost for that lens scratch. And also use a clear filter. I have a clear filter on the cap. Am I filtering anything? No, it's just another way to have a protection on that little glass. So always keep I have the lens cap on top of the filter. I just don't want to deal with any accidents. And trust me, there's accidents. If you were watching our clips, you'll see one of the clips where Lucas is like, oh no, and then you hear a crash, and that's because the mic had fallen during that one. I mean, we've had so many funny moments that like they're funny at the moment, but then it's like, uh-oh, that might cost us. So save yourself a couple of dollars and keep your stuff on not very cheap stands, right? This stand is, I think I put it when we first got it, it was like a $200 stand, which you think, oh my God, $200. $200 is not that much money if you're saving your $2,000 camera, right? I do say don't invest in like nonsense, right? I already said Lucas found that the regular cam works for Switch 2, so you don't have to buy the $100 camera for Switch 2 if you want to use a cam, right? We always find ways to not spend money. But at the same time, sometimes when you're cheap, it's going to cost you more. So I wouldn't put my camera on this. Like this is a $4 Amazon thing. I wouldn't put the A6500 on there just, because I want to save money. That's crazy. Don't do that. It's going to cost you more when it falls off of this, because it's going to fall off of this. This is not going to hold that weight. So save yourself some money by one, securing everything, right? This is very secure. This is a small rig metal cage around the camera. I do not have the camera directly on the stand, ever. I always have it in the small rig metal case, always. And the stands that I have for it, they're always really sturdy, like no joke sturdy. I'm pressing down on this as hard as I possibly can right now, and it's just not moving. Save yourself that money. Same thing with your computer. Make sure your computer is covered. Put a cover on it. Doesn't matter if you're just going to be in the house. Like, put a cover on your computer. All the other stuff, go ahead. Find it cheap. Find it free, used, or whatever. But the main stuff, do not allow yourself to like get lazy. When you're done with your stream, take the time. Put everything back like neatly so that it doesn't break. So right now, right, like this is a pain, right? I'm using the wireless, right? This is a pain to put away. But if I just start throwing it in the bin, or if Lucas just starts throwing it in the bin, it's gonna get so tangled up and so damaged that it's gonna end up costing us to have to get it again. So it takes a few minutes to put things away, it does. But save yourself the money. Oh yeah, no, I put my stuff away. I don't play. I don't play. You know I don't, when stream's over. I mean, not just a few minutes. It takes a little bit more than just a few minutes. At minimum, 10 minutes. It's not gonna be a 3-minute thing. It's gonna be at minimum 10 minutes to securely put everything away. See, I just wrapped that up and put that in there just so that, oh, and keep these things. Like, if it comes with something to put it away in, keep it. They sell these on Amazon because it's a good idea. So if it already came with one, keep it. Next, let's do the drawing pad thing. But before we do that, I'm gonna, like I said, put the camera in a way that does not destroy. We're gonna do a little bit of a shift. I've already gone around in circles here. And now we can take our Logi and we can put it back on the desk because we're gonna go into using the drawing pad, which is over there somewhere. Bring this down. Let's turn in the right direction. There's that. And there's the screen, right? There's the PlayStation 5. We don't need this now. This is the monitor plug. We also hide everything so that when it's not being used, it's also not being seen. I am like nuts when it comes down to cables. I don't want to see them ever. But I'm also very nuts about everything being wireless because it just doesn't work. Wireless doesn't work that well for everything to be wireless. Some things you just have to plug in. But if it's not being used, unplug it and hide the cables because I'm telling you, I've been gaming my whole life. I've also worked in audio for my whole life. I have wrapped at least 1 million miles worth of cable. And I'm...
1 million miles?
Wrapping? Think about it.
1 million miles, boy.
I've wrapped at least 1 million miles.
1 million miles?
How many miles you think?
Not 1 million.
1 million feet?
Not 1 million feet, but not 1 million miles. A foot is different from a mile.
You don't think I've wrapped 1 million feet worth of cable?
Feet, maybe, yes. Not miles, though. Do you know how many feet are in a mile?
How many?
More than you've wrapped in cords.
I think I've wrapped 1 million miles.
Miles, boy. Miles?
1 million feet?
Definitely feet, but not miles.
I'm gonna have to think about this now.
Miles? Boy, miles. It's 3,000 miles to California. You think you've wrapped? Ay, Dios mío.
So there's been a cable that we had a cable, right? We had one cable for years. And it was 100 feet, right? So every time we used that cable, I wrapped 100 feet.
100 feet,
right?
Even if you did it
But
100 times.
no, but this is that one cable. This was that one cable. There were other cables that we were also wrapping. So I'm thinking about if I had two 50-foot cables, right? And I had to wrap the 100 foot, that's already 200 feet times 2, 400 feet for that one event. And then all the smaller cables, let's say fit. So 450 feet for like 1 2-hour event. Times how many days? How many years?
Still not 1 million.
Not 1 million feet? You don't think it's been 1 million feet?
1 million feet, yes, but you said 1 million miles.
It might be 1 million miles. I'm gonna have to calculate this now.
Boy, no way in hell.
You don't think it's been 1 million miles?
You be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
I should be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the greatest rapper of all time. What? WRAPP? Yes, that kind of rap. Damn, I just dropped that back there. Now I have to rearrange all that stuff. All right, what are we doing? Next is, there's only an hour left. Next is the drawing pad. Now this is gonna be brand new for me too. So KRITA is a brand new program that I just learned about because I don't wanna pay for programs. I don't wanna pay for programs. There are some times where you have to pay for programs. We're going back into this conversation. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know how far in you got. I don't know what you saw, but welcome. Be sure that you go visit Michael the Gamer X. I'm gonna put a quick shout out to Michael the Gamer X, and then let me know how far into this conversation you got, because we're moving on into the ending of the stream. We did the whole setup of this living room. We haven't done the setup of Lucas's room because that's a different setup. This is off of a Mac. Lucas's room is off of the PC that he built, which is, oh yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
Is this a gift or no?
No, that's a necessary item for life. Thank you. Just opened this bad boy. So now we have a blue one, a red one, and a white one. Actually, I'm sorry.
You guys are so American.
A blue one, that's Puerto Rican. A blue one, a red one, and a gray one. Because the white ones, for those of you who have PlayStation 5s, you know those original PlayStation 5 controllers, they're dead. And I just had a conversation about not needing cables. Wireless controllers, yes, that's great. Wired controllers, oh, drives me crazy. So we got the red one, we got the blue one, and then, oh, the other issue, the reason one of the main reasons why, what's that? Oh yes, I need that, because my hair's a mess.
This is kind of small.
Oh no, oh no.
Too small, right?
I hope not. I got myself my reindeer ears. Last Christmas I got we streamed and I had the reindeer ears, but they had lights on them, and I had the reindeer lights. No, they were just Christmas lights on my head, but they died and I couldn't fix them.
This is for the guitar, right?
Let me get the guitar piece. Hopefully I don't break it again. So this is what I was talking about. I broke this, so I had to get another one. And this doesn't look left-handed. They just say left-handed, but they just didn't. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to file this down before we put it over there. So, this is called a nut, by the way. I just discovered that yesterday. The piece that holds the strings on the top of the guitar is called the nut. So, oh yes, hi, welcome. Like I was saying, I don't know where you caught up. I don't know where you were, but let's put these reindeer ears on. My hair is a damn disaster. Oh no, it's not too small. I just don't know how to put it on with my glasses. How do I wear this? It's not too small. It's actually kind of big. This is the kit. I'm not doing this. Nico does this. I don't know how to do this. This is the kit to file and unfile the guitar. I don't know. He was heartbroken yesterday when I told him I broke it. Because he took like an hour and a half to like get those strings in.
And you broke it in what?
I broke it, no, literally it was like half of a second. I put that thing in and it snapped. He thought I was joking when I said I broke it. Okay, these reindeer ears. Oh, these look kind of cool. The only thing is, I don't think I could wear these ears and my glasses. I'm gonna have to get my contacts. Oh, okay, that looks good. Oh, okay. All right, so make sure you follow Michael the Gamer and make sure you follow Cast Plays, which I said I was gonna put the shout out in. I'm gonna put the shout out in and then I'll be right back.
Oh, Mario's out. I didn't even notice. Come on, I'm trying to hit somebody. Haven't hit a single person yet. Look at Wario and Waluigi. What are they doing? They're dancing in a circle. I'm just gonna let them do what they're doing. I've never seen that before. Should I just knock them both out? That's so funny. To make them go faster, to make the snowball go faster in the snow area? Yeah. So we all won? That's funny.
All right, that was Michael the Gamer X. Be sure you follow him and subscribe to him on YouTube. Also follow him on Instagram. So I put all the links there. But yeah, next step is, I forgot where we were to end this stream. Oh, I know. We're actually going to do some showcase drawing. And I don't know where the schedule just disappeared to, but that's supposed to be down here. There we go. It says an hour and 15 minutes. It's actually 15 minutes because this ends at 4. I don't know how it says an hour. I have to adjust that real quick. And just so you know how we do that, we just go on to stream elements. We go to our timer and then we just adjust it. I think 20 minutes left would probably make more sense. I don't think I can explain this or set this up in less time than that. Let's do 30 minutes because I really don't know how this is going to work. This is the first time I'm going to use KRITA and the drawing pad, and now it says an hour and 52. It just added more. Like why did it go higher? Did it again.
You think Miss S would be offended if we put her gift in this?
No,
Okay.
I think she thinks it's hilarious actually. Okay, let's bring out the drawing pad and let's explain the drawing pad. And I'm running out of gas here, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm here. I'm alive. I'm good. Jess gave me some more coffee. 30 minutes. Oh, let me show the damn freaking controller. So, one of the main reasons why we got this is because Nico has a PS5 in the back. And I was using the PS5 30th anniversary for me because, you know, that's the one I was using because it wouldn't die. The only thing is, we were sharing it. So sometimes I would press the start button and it would turn on the PlayStation 5 back there. Or sometimes he would try to go play back there and turn it on, and it would turn on this PlayStation over here. Now we're gonna avoid all that, and he's gonna get the blue one, and I want the PlayStation 30th anniversary back one for me. So, and then Lucas is gonna get the red one because Lucas's favorite color is red. So that was that. Oh, and we're gonna be streaming Scott Pilgrim, and it's hard for us to play the beat 'em up games and then have to stop to plug a controller in because you can't really, you just want to keep going. So we need the 3 controllers, and the white ones are just dead. They just don't work anymore. But I guess there's a certain amount of charges that they have before they die. And they work, but they just have to be plugged in working, and that's just more cables to trip over. And I hate cables, so yeah. So now that that one's here, we can go back. I can use this one in peace. Let's use this camera. I can use this one in peace, which is the PlayStation 30th anniversary one. He can use the red one. And yes, it's the PlayStation 30th anniversary PS5 back there. But no, I want to use this one. I want to use the PlayStation 30 because I was the one that was alive when this came out. So I get to use it. And then we have, oh, by the way, we also like to give information like for prices. PS5 controllers are on sale right now. Right now, they're on sale. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Some of them are $5 cheaper, some of them are $10 cheaper. So right now, both Amazon and Walmart have them on sale. I did see that Walmart had less options for colors on sale, but Amazon right now does have the PS5 DualSense controllers on sale. They have the whole slew of them, and it's weird because like, so this blue, right? It was $5 cheaper. Then they had a different blue that just said like metallic blue, and it was like $10 more. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like that kind of stuff drives me crazy when they charge you more for a color variant. It's like, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. That doesn't make any sense. So, but they are on sale right now. That sale is going away soon. They're not going to keep them on sale like that. So that's these are the ones. And now we can add the red one. So as I open this and we talk about what else is on sale. Oh, Metroid Prime is on sale in Costco's for $62.49, which is about $7 cheaper than if you were to get it anywhere else. I am going to tell you that although we are not going to negatively review Metroid Prime because we don't have it, all reviews are saying that it is not worth the $69.99. And that the Metroid Remastered is actually still a way better game. So if you didn't get Metroid Remastered, just get that and kind of like skip the Metroid Prime. Unfortunately, Nintendo doesn't do sales like PlayStation does, so it will always be $69.99. Their games do not go down in price. So, and this is more like a, what is this, pink? This is kind of red, but this was cheaper. Like, it's like, you don't have to be perfect. Babe, what color is this?
Fuchsia?
Yeah, like a fuchsia. So it's you know, you could either get this fuchsia one or pay $8 more and get it to be like, oh, it's actually, I remember, it's volcanic red. This is red, like, come on. And we just need it to work. So that's that. Now, back to the drawing pad and the pricing. The Artist Pro 13-inch so far has worked just as well as those $9, and I couldn't even believe that that was the price, $800 drawing pads, which almost discouraged me altogether from getting a drawing pad at all. But Lucas did say that in order to really complete a game design, we wouldn't be able to do it on mouse. So we did some research, we did some homework, and we got the Artist Pro 13.3. We did have an Artist Pro already, so it wasn't like we didn't have a drawing pad, but the drawing pad we had didn't have a screen. It was just a regular Artist Pro, which was really good. I still use it. I actually use it in class. I teach the kids how to use Pixelorama, and I use it in the classroom. So it definitely, the one without a screen is good. But this one right here, oh, again, save yourself some money. This was 12 bucks on Amazon. Why not get it so that you can protect your screen? Like, I wasn't using this, so I put it in the bag. That's okay. Just trust me, man. And it's annoying when you see a scratch on your stuff. Well, anyway, for me, if I see a scratch on my stuff, it's like, yo, I could have avoided that. So, let's take a look at the Artist Pro. I think I have enough time. I'm running out of air because I've been streaming this time and drinking coffee and no water. Let me get some water. Oh my God. Hello, baby. What is that, pumpkin? What are you making? What are you making?
Beans.
Oh, beans.
Pumpkin stick like the beans.
All right, guys, I'm on my way back. I just need some water. Smells good. It smells delicious. The rice and beans are done? I like plátanos, chicken, rice, and beans. Okay, so I finally got myself some water. Oh man, I forgot something. It's okay, I'm gonna explain it. So, I'm gonna show you guys right now. Underneath this desk, I showed you the rack. That rack doesn't come with this desk. That rack was attached to this desk. We attached that to this desk. Because why not do it yourself? Big on do it yourself, as long as it's done right. So, I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, this attachment right here, this right here doesn't come with this desk. This is a shelf that you put the other way around, upside down. This is supposed to be on the top, but I want it to be a hanging shelf. So I put it down here underneath, and you put it like that with these right here, bam, bam, and it's hanging down. And I could slide it left or right if I wanted to, but I want it here so that all of these things could be down here. And this cart, see, this cart is flat. It has some flat wheels, not the greatest wheels in the world, but I tried my best to find some wheels. Usually we change the wheels. And here's the other cart. This is another, these are like hospital bed carts. Right here, see the hospital bed carts. It was on this one, but this one was free, and free meaning someone threw it out and we took it. But the spring went bad. Actually, the spring was probably already bad, which is why they got rid of it. So we adjusted it as much as we could. And then we had to just get a different cart. But these carts are also, because they make so many of them, I'm just gonna Justice Cable, that they're super cheap. Like once one company says that worked, then they make their own version, and then you just have a slew of these carts all over the place, or a slew of whatever item it is all over the place. That's the same thing with the tripods. Tripods are all over the place. So the carts themselves, they don't come with any racks, but the rack, and here is where the issue is. They have really cheap racks, like $9, and then they have like a $30 rack. That's a $30 rack there. The reason why I didn't spend the $9 for the cheap one is because of what I'm putting on there. I have the Focusrite, I have the Rode Wireless, I have everything that is worth holding up and I don't want to fall. So you pay a little bit extra, but the cart itself was free because I found it. So that's where you kind of have to balance in between. The other thing is headphones. Every time I wear my headphones, Jess screams, "What are those?" And she points at my ears because they're not like the Apple iPod, what do they call it? AirPods. So she's like, "What are those?" Which I think is hilarious because they have their AirPods and I don't. I have these blue Gold Rex. Gold Rex. I'm doing a commercial for Gold Rex. Gold Rex right here. I have a blue pair and a black pair, and they were $29, and they do the same thing that the AirPod does. It just looks weird. So that's another thing, and they charge well. And then I also don't have the big Apple headphones or the Beats. Instead, I forgot what these were called. These are like $30. You got 2 pair. And then we put our own sticker on it because, I mean, it's like a non-brand. It also does exactly what the Bose noise canceling headphones do. So, I mean, instead of spending $299, that's how much the Bose noise canceling headphones cost. The standard is $299. Instead of spending $299, I spent $39.99, and then it was on sale, so I got it for $30.99. And then we put our own stickers on it, and if I put it on, I can't hear anything outside in the outside world. And if I want to monitor, I monitor there. And the battery life is 30 hours. 30 hours. So that's that. It's just another way of how to save a pretty penny. Oh, by the way, the penny's retired. So save a pretty penny because there's no more pennies. It's ridiculous. No more pennies. All right. Let's get to this drawing pad thing. I think I'm going to be able to explain it, but not be able to draw it because it's going to take a bit. I didn't even get to show you guys. Next Sunday, what we'll do is we'll do MPC 37, the 37 key. Nico uses it, but doesn't record on it. He uses it and plays into Pro Tools directly. So maybe he'll show that. I could show you how to record into the MPC 37 and then just hold the file in there. And then when you're done, put that into Pro Tools. So he plays live what he's going to record into Pro Tools, and he keeps going over and over and over again until it's right. I set up, because I do more hip hop where I need the sample over and over, and then I'll add the strings. So I make the song in the MPC 37. We'll talk about that next time. But today, let's talk about this. So this is the X Pen Artist Pro 13.3. Now, it is way wider than I thought it was going to be. It does have the scroll. I thought this would be a mouse. The other one that we have, this is actually a mouse pad. This one is not, but not necessarily. Not necessary. It has the four buttons on each side. And the one thing that is a heartbreaker. We talked about being lefty. It doesn't flip over. I don't think that's an X Pen issue. I think that's a Mac OS and X Pen issue. I think if I plug this into the PC in Lucas's room and I flipped it over and I changed it to 180 degrees, it would let me draw left-handed. But unfortunately, it doesn't let me do that with the Mac, which is driving me crazy because I'm lefty. So I go like this. So I need these buttons on this side. If it's like this, what you're gonna see, my hands keep touching the buttons when I go to this side. So that's the only drawback that I have right now. There's another slight drawback that I don't know if I have. Like, I don't know if that's really a drawback or if it's just me being like whatever. And that is the resolution automatically on it is wide. Oh my goodness, it's wide. But other than that, it is a very, very good drawing pad. And again, I did get it on sale. I waited for it to be on sale and it was $234. It's not $234 anymore. There was a flash sale. It's back up to $299, but there was a flash sale that I took advantage of and we got it for $234. They all come with this glove, which at first you're like, I'm not wearing that, that's dumb. But after you start drawing for hours, it's like, oh wait, I need that, because it starts to like feel weird on your hand. And this is just so that when you're drawing, you don't feel that scraping over and over. I'm just moving this stuff over. Now the new cart that we got is not as wide as this one, but that's fine because we're gonna just keep the free one anyway. You're gonna need one of these. Now, it comes with the cables that you can plug in. 2 USB are needed and 1 HDMI. And yes, I could plug that into the MacBook, but that takes up too many ports for my MacBook. And I don't want to use the other extending port thing that I have for this, because I'm already using stuff in there. I have the Focusrite plugged in there. I have the Stream Deck plugged in there. I don't want to unplug things. I don't want to unplug things and plug things back in. That drives me crazy. I want to plug everything in once and then done. With the drawing pad, I don't keep it plugged in because I don't want it to break. And I know that there's just a lot going on when we stream. We're laughing, we're joking, we have controllers in our hand. The last thing we need is to crack this screen. So I'm gonna place this down, and this is the first time I'm doing this on this desk, which is the shorter desk. It's wider, but it's shorter. So that means that there's not enough space from here to here. But we can adjust as much as we can here, maybe. I don't think so. I can also adjust this here. Maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. So maybe not high enough? I don't know. So it definitely fits, but I have to show where this plugs into, and you kind of can see already that that's not working. So here's where the free items come into play. We're gonna take the free one, I'm gonna slide it over. And this is why I like having like things on wheels, because then you could just put everything away. It would drive me crazy if this was out the whole time. I also like things to get tucked away, tucked away. I'm also sitting on a stool that was also on sale. It's like a piano chair, but not really. Got it at Costco's. It's a very sturdy chair. The only thing is, again, and this is, you know, it's sturdy. You don't pay a lot for it, but you have to put it together yourself, which is, that's where you save the money, right? You got to put it together yourself, and it wasn't that easy to put together. So, but once it's together, it is really, really, really together. All right, let's go with the second tier of. All right, that's better. And we don't need this anymore now. I can get rid of this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I kind of want to show. Let's put this here because I kind of want to show where KRITA is on the screen. And I want to show, that's it. All right, so what we want to do is we want OBS to show only what's on this screen right here. And we only want KRITA, the KRITA app, to be on the drawing pad. Right now, the KRITA app is open, but it's not being sent to anything but to OBS. So right now on OBS, if I open KRITA, see that KRITA is already on OBS, but I don't want it to be only on OBS. I want KRITA to be shown on OBS and on that screen down here, so that when I draw on it, you guys can see what I'm drawing. So let's do that. First, let's get rid of, let's make a smaller version of KRITA so that you guys could kind of see what's happening. I'll put this right here. We want this KRITA to be on this screen. So first thing we need to do is plug in the X Pen. And I don't know if this lighting is helping or making it worse. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, that's a lot better. We're going to need one of these. This has its own HDMI, its own USB, and then we're going to plug this. This doesn't have to go directly into the MacBook, but because we're not using Elgato, we could plug it directly into the MacBook. So let's get the cables. These are the cables that it comes with. Hi, welcome, welcome. You're catching the ending. It says 5 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in 5 minutes. So when it says stream over, we'll keep going just to me explain this. So this is the HDMI portion that's going to go into the MacBook. The USB-C is going to go into the X Pen. The two USB are going to go into the MacBook. But like I said, instead of taking up all those ports from the MacBook, I got a separate one of these. These are also not, like this, unfortunately, do not skimp on this. Don't skimp on the ports. You're going to bump into issues of all of a sudden it's not connected. And you're going to check your cables and you're going to try a different port. It's going to be this box. If you get this box for $5, it isn't going to work. I'm going to tell you 100%, it's not going to work. Do not, you have to pay at least $16, $17 for this. These don't skimp on. So Ugreen, really right now across Amazon, Ugreen is like top for getting it for a good price and it being reliable. Because then they have some of them that are like $60 and they don't work. Just get the Ugreen. It's a piece, it's metal. That's how you know it's like, it feels heavier. The cable feels sturdier. So yeah, don't skimp on this. I mean, unless you want to argue with yourself about what's not working and why it's not working throughout your stream. Don't do that. Don't set yourself up that way. So I'm going to plug everything directly into this. So HDMI, goes into HDMI. And then both USBs. I'm not going to use this for anything else. This is only for the Artist Pro. I specifically got this only for the Artist Pro. So whenever I need to use the Artist Pro, and this is usually already plugged in. I only unplugged it for the sake of showing you how to plug this in. But this is already plugged in. And the reason why is because I just want to plug directly into the computer and go. So this is one USB for control and one USB for power. You do not need the power plugged in all the time. Plug it in. Why save yourself the hanging USB? Just plug it in, right? Now I take, this is a super long cable so that the drawing pad, you can pick it up and draw, which is what I usually do. I usually pick it up and put it on my lap, or I stand up and draw. This is gonna go into the X Pen. You cannot get a different one. Now here's the thing, I'm gonna show you right now. The opening is designed for its own cable. It's built for it. In order to get something to work in there, you're gonna have to search for something that's this size on the outside and USB-C. Do not kill yourself by doing that. Use the one that it came with, because it's only gonna be it's the only one that's gonna fit in there. See, and you have to put it in perfectly, otherwise it won't go in. They do that for a reason, so that you do not have something that's gonna disconnect. Okay, that goes into the X Pen. This is the brightness buttons and the power button. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the entire piece, I'm gonna move it out of the way because I don't need all these cables. I wrap around behind the computer and then I place it down so that it doesn't move. I also use a rack under my computer. I always use a lift under the computer, whether I'm DJing or whatever it is, so that I could hide stuff underneath it. Now I plug that into the Mac, and then it's gonna give me the X Pen is gonna pop up here to show that it's on. I can see it's powered. So now I hit the power button. I did some, what did I do wrong here? Out, 10, out, plug it directly in. Oh, plug this directly in. I'm going to screen mirror, display settings. Oh, I know what I did. This power out. You have to go to the other side to make sure that this is powered up. I'm only using the camera side. Now, because OBS is open, and this is the first time we're doing this, it's pulling power from this USB port. So what I do is are they leaving now? I'm going to take the USB-C and get some power from USB-C, because that port also has a power option. So let's do that. Where is my portable? Oh, right here. Power. Let's go USB-C to USB-C. That one. Yep, let's take that one. This is only... So this is the first time we're doing this. And like I said, so I had a feeling we were going to bump into a snag. So the power from the MacBook isn't enough right now. So we have to give more power to the control board. Yeah, there we go. So now X Pen pops up. And now X Pen currently has... Oh, and just so you know what I just did. So I plugged in a portable battery pack to the USB cable, USB port, only because when OBS is open, it pulls a lot of power from the MacBook. So each of the items should have their own power. And that's just USB-C. You don't have to plug it into the wall or anything. So now, the X Pen has the outside screen, and you guys can't see, but I'm moving the mouse back and forth. I can control what's on this screen. If I use the arrow, I can probably, let me grab the arrow. So now you see the arrows moving back and forth. I'm actually controlling that, but I can't see, this. I want to see this thing on here. So I have to change it so that KRITA is what's over here. So that this right here is what I'm seeing on this pad right here. So I will go to screen mirroring and display settings, and now I have the Artist Pro as an option. And I want the Artist Pro to be extended just like it is. That's perfect. It's already there. Over here, I need this KRITA right here to be what's shown over there. So I'm going to drag KRITA to the left. And now this will end up on that screen over there. It keeps saying zoom. I don't need it to zoom. I just need it to be over there. Move. Okay, so now KRITA is here, but on OBS it disappeared, right? There's no KRITA here anymore. So now I have to change where it says KRITA. I have to change this into different display. I need it to be the Artist Pro. And now you see, now you can see what I'm drawing. So where's our arrow? The arrow disappeared. I need my arrow. Make this bigger. So now what you see here, you can see here. Okay? So in OBS, this is the view of the Artist Pro. And over here, this is just...
Damn, that was fast.
They ran off the bus?
Did y'all run here? How'd you get here?
Bus.
Damn.
So he didn't stop for the red lights? He just, there was nobody on the bus.
No.
Why?
No, he did.
Oh, I thought you really didn't get the.
We got it up like 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
Did she feed y'all?
Yeah.
So this pad now, this view is camera, and now this view shows what is actually happening on Artist
But
Pro.
then I think she wanted more because she was showing me
So,
things, and then she was
I'm gonna
showing me
move
all
this
the things
over.
she has, and she was like, I want to add more. And then some of the things.
And I want this same kind of setup.
To stand on. So
Put
I
this
was
down
putting
here.
up foam.
Tell them to move, Lucas. Say move out the way.
Move, get out the way. So, now I can draw.
Or we would hot glue their feet
Oh.
and stick it on the foam.
Now I can't draw, so it's still showing. So I'm still controlling this side. I'm still controlling the OBS side, and nothing is drawing.
Aladdin's in the village now.
So now I have to go to X Pen,
Yep.
There's no snow.
and I have to change the X Pen settings
Bluey,
to my work area to be over there.
she was like, she would always be like, who's this?
She don't know. She don't know the guy.
And I also want to make it so that it's only the KRITA application.
Jasmine.
KRITA.
Oh, no, not Jasmine. Jasmine.
Workspace.
Pocahontas.
Done. So now you can see when I draw here, there's my items. I don't want it to be animation view, but I mean that's for another stream for me to show you exactly what's happening here. If you want to see a little bit of what's happening here, this is we're gonna do a Pokemon overlay. This is just the sketch of the Pokemon overlay we're gonna have. We're gonna have an overlay where Lucas will throw a Pokemon ball over here. Nico will use the whip from Splunky over here. A mushroom will fall from over here. Either Nico or Lucas or one of us will grab it. There'll be some sort of a bug from Hollow Knight, and then I'll come down and hit it. But the overlay will play this animation as we're streaming. But this is just the initial sketch. And I'm using KRITA, and KRITA is actually very good. I'm going to give you a little bit of what KRITA looks like. So let me let's make this a little bit bigger.
And she was like, and I was gonna tell her, she just doesn't. It doesn't make it, but we just kept her. So it's Black Widow. Oh, we also have the genie with Aladdin and Jasmine.
So
we have Black Widow and Goofy.
The KRITA layout has animation, and it also has regular drawing.
I think she was just having
Animation's a little wonky, but that's fine. So you can go to. It's also so wide that it's off the screen. Like this is how it looks on the pad itself. When you go to animation, it makes it so wide that you can't really shrink it down. So I need to move all the way over to the right to then change the view into the default view. So now it fits. So there's the default view. I don't know why it's cutting off the top over here. It should not be cutting off the top. Let's go to OBS because
What's this?
for some reason
Did she give you this?
KRITA's getting cut.
Oh, you wore it.
I had that on.
I think that was on here.
No, I had that on. I had that on. There we go. I don't want that to be cut off, and I don't want this to be cut off. There
She
we
wants
go.
me to come tomorrow.
To help her?
With
There we go. That makes more sense. So,
So I'll either go before my lesson.
What time's your lesson?
3.
and even here you can see that it's cutting off all the way to the right. In order to fix that, we have to go to the settings on here and then change the resolutions, which is what I'm going to do because that's going to drive me crazy. 13, it's not enough. Let's go.
And I got white rice, beans, and I can make broccoli or carrots. Nah, not right now. And Daddy got you a razor. He's gonna have you set it up later. Yeah, take it to your room.
Let's go. Maybe that.
There's also snacks if you want. What does she feed y'all?
Rice and chicken.
Yeah, there we go.
Like, you want to take this back with you? I was like, no.
There we go. That makes more sense. Now it fits.
Did you
She
give
was
her
like,
the rustic legs?
yeah. And she was like, you're the only person that eats them because Adi's not here anymore.
Unfortunately, it changed the resolution on my MacBook, which I didn't want, but that's okay. So, so now under the artist view, you can actually just draw. I'll pick like any color or whatever. And this is free. So KRITA is free. It's a nice open source. It does crash a little bit, but just save as you go. And it does have a lot of options for drawing and for tracing and for designing. I think what we'll do next week is I'll get into like using all of these brushes, all of these pads, but I wanted to give the full breakdown of how it is that we do what we do when we stream. Before we go, I want to make sure that we give some really important shout outs here. Definitely we got to give Cast Plays a shout out. It also gets crazy with like the amount of monitoring the screens that's on. Like it gets confusing. We got to give a big shout out to Shepherd Fish, and then definitely Cast Plays. We are going to give a shout out to Cast Plays. Cast has given us 2 shout outs since coming and visiting us, letting people know who we are, which we appreciate a ton. So let's make sure to give a shout out now. And let's make sure to go back to the default resolution because that's driving me crazy. There we go. So yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of the Artist Pro. The Artist Pro is like wide range. So it'll cut off part of what you're doing, but that's fine. But you have a lot of these cool layers. It's pretty awesome, actually. And the Artist Pro, again, that's what I'm using. Oh, I dragged the wrong thing. See, this is where it gets confusing. I don't want to. The Artist Pro is actually really smooth. Let's pick a color here and just draw something. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing opacity like that, but I think that's the type of pen I picked. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it has a whole lot of different pens in it too. There are so many different pen options that just come with it. Look at these you have the light pencil, you have the sketching pencil, different types of pens. Oh, I like this. This is the triple pencil. Like if you have 3 or 4 pencils in your hand, let's do a blue version of this. Yeah. Let's go to blue. Yeah, this is actually. So yeah, it's called KRITA, K-R-I, what the hell? K-R-I, yeah, T-A, KRITA. And this is an open source free download. It works on Mac. The reason why I use this is because Procreate does not work on desktop. I do all my drawings on Procreate, but that's on the iPad if I don't want to use the iPad, which I don't, not for every single thing. I go on to KRITA, I put it on here, I use the drawing pad, and some of these pens I have never used. I'm just testing out these pens. These pens are like, oh look, cool brush. Let's do this with this brush. Let's try to brush the outside. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm feeling this. Yeah, so that's KRITA, which I really, really like. I really like the Artist Pro. It works very, very well. Artist Pro works very well. And yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown of how we do most of what we do here. We didn't do the MP37, that's fine. Nico will explain how he does the playing into Pro Tools. That's the other setup, because the Pro Tools setup has got to be from over there. So, but let's give Cass a shout out before we get out of here, and let's find someone to raid. Look at this, a screw. That's a screw for a PlayStation, nope, a Switch controller that I'm trying to fix. We got to watch Cass plays finish Silk Song. She 100%ed Silk Song, which, okay, that's not easy. And we were able to raid as she did that, which was awesome.
No, I need you to fix this right now. It's your job. I pay you with my taxes.
What?
I don't think that's how that works.
Wait, why can't we see it?
No.
Oh, we got to give another one, because I was in the way.
Cass, my love Ree, you deserve the entire world. I love
Let's
you so
go!
much. Happy birthday, Cass Place Cottrell. I am so...
Awesome. And one more before we go, and then we'll we'll say our goodbyes and we'll do our raid, and I'll eat some chicken, rice, and beans. What is this?
Do you have offerings for the great card? This is my card. What the fuck? Sometimes Anna screams and then I...
All right. Sometimes Anna screams. And then I didn't hear the rest of it because there was no rest of it.
I don't remember what this game was about, but I remember that it was weird. Weird is a word. It's on British. It's on point.
Excellent work, cabin boy. You will receive my finest lieutenants. There's a bright future ahead of you on this ship. There's a bright future ahead of you on this ship.
I'd say it's about peens. Yeah, it's about peens. I'd say it's about peens. On the toilet while eating beans.
And I really don't feel like it even getting up to cook. So I don't know. Like I want to play the PUBG.
table. You see if you serve yourself.
You can serve me. I'm gonna eat now.
A counter in the middle is a beatdown. But I've definitely done that a million times.
Come up.
Coming. Yeah, I'm coming now.
Hello, nerd. Oh my gosh, me too. They're so fun. This is my first playthrough of them. I'm doing the least order, and then I also just started watching the
Oh, this shit was in followers only mode. Only followers can talk. Like I don't know how it does stuff like that automatically. All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by. We're the game reviewers. Life is a game. Let's play it. Let's raid Julia TV playing Batman, Arkham Origins. Enjoy some Batman, guys.
That's how I'll get the electric power, and then I can fix this tower.
Peace.
I'm so silly.
Thank you for your support.
The wind will whisper pretty songs.